good, great, and glorious day to you, co-creators. This is your boy, the Ascending Master. I thank you for coming and tuning into my channel. I'm truly excited about what it is that I'm bringing forth, always knowing that I am a reflection of that which is you. I'm truly excited about who's sitting next to me and what it is that we're bringing forth.
Yes, I'm Right Knowledge, and we come to you from the heart. You know, we speak to you out of love and sincere endearment. What do we want to relay, you know? What do we want our purpose, our actions to bring forth? What kind of results, what kind of fruits? You know, what are we trying to accomplish? What are we trying to achieve? Are we going to spend our time, or are we going to waste it chasing something that's going to fade away? See, we are eternal beings.
Yeah.
You know, when we do things, it should be done for the long term, the everlasting perspective, a perspective that is forever evolving, forever changing, but never ending. You know,
Keep going. I like that.
yeah. Man, I had lost it, bro.
Listen. So every bit of me has just finished studying spiritual perspective and how one perceives their totality of their being, like how they show up in the world from cradle to grave, from birth to death. And there's something to be said about a world that we're born into that's predefined for us, right?
Yeah. The point is that I don't like about it, you know, even though we're born into this creation, that we are made up the entire creation. I exist within the world because the world exists within me, but we treat our creation like we're foreigners. You know, we like an astronaut going into outer space, putting on a spacesuit, waiting on a message to be sent to us to tell us what we need to do next. You know, even we are predate primitive, so-called primitive man, which I look at it as prime being number one. You know, we should be well in tune, well informed about which that we live in, our existence and our purpose on how to take care of it, how to be a part of it, to harmonize with it, unity, recognize that we can receive and get resources to sustain this life from this creation that we were freely given.
So let's take in account the world in which we live in today, meaning most of us who walk amongst Mother Gaia is not aware of the perspective in which one needs to have to elevate and or escalate their life from one point to the next, right? And so we're walking through this co-creative experience we call life like zombies, not really awakened to the godly beings that we are, right? Not truly seeing the world as a reflection of our creation, as something that we've manifested through the mind and articulated through the vessel of the mouth. Like, how is it that we bring about a change to a world that is asleep?
Well, we gotta first recognize that we need right knowledge. You know, we've been miseducated. You know, we've been taught how to be a consumer, how to take, how to get to the top first. You know, we don't know how to work together as a unit, as a whole, like nature intended. Everything in nature, I don't care which species that it is, it can get more things done. It can achieve its purpose as it work together as a unit, as a family. So we need to become more family oriented and let love be our center. And every decision that we make is done out of love for the greatness of the whole, for the greatness of humanity, that one race, that human race. It's not about color, it's not about creed, it's about us as individuals who are doing the same thing, let's live it. And I want to live to the best of the way that I know possible.
Shay, man. There's something to be said about a person who carries a level of confidence and assurance of that which they know, right? And so, you know, I'm here to tell you listeners, like, right knowledge is every bit of on point when it comes to accepting all of who you are, right? Like understanding the totality of your makeup, of the being that is beautifully and meticulously developed and made, that is you. And it's important for you to not only acknowledge who you are, but now take accountability for every bit of your actions, all your choices. Like, your life is meant to be every bit of good, great, and glorious. But that has to start within the mind, right? If you are wanting a change, you are seeking a change, and or feel a change is needed, every bit of that change must first start internal. Every bit of the outside world that is reflected before you is only a mirror image of that which is going on internal, right? And so, like, how do we instill an awareness in our brothers and sisters that allows them to see, allows them to audit their internal compass, their internal navigation, their internal life, so that it can be reflected on the outside world in the way in which they're desiring as far as change?
Well, what we believe in something that is currently now in our present, it is doomed. You know, but by us believing in it, we empowering it. Even when it was created by an entity that was destined to perish. You know, we need to be a part of our true nature. And our true nature is to live forever. To live forever knowing that we can forever learn. We can forever get better. That we can forever make an impact on our environment, whether it's positive or negative. We need to be accountable of our actions. We need to be able to deliberately direct and focus the energy and receive what we want out of life.
Every bit of what right knowledge is speaking of in terms of true nature being eternal life, living forever. There is something to be said about the ancient tablets of Thoth. I don't know if you've ever heard of it and or read it, but this particular book gives detailed depiction of how one enters and or accepts eternal life, and that is through the harmony and balance of self, right? And so, like, there's physically a book that has been written over ages and ages of years that literally depicts how you and I can literally walk on this earth with eternal life, right? To harmonize ourselves, to become one, balance with every bit of the divine that is us. And I definitely want our viewers to heed this important message of understanding, like, that true nature, understanding who you are. It is enough to be said that you're born into a world that tells you that you need to work in order to live, and like it perpetuates a system and cycle that is damn near impossible to eradicate yourself from. But I assure you, through the breaking of human limitations, every bit of us can rise to our godly self.
And we gotta recognize the God is within us. You know, the God is within us is what redeems us, what allows us to change, to get to know who we really are, to be a part of this entire creation. This entire creation is eternal. We trying to die to be a part of paradise when we standing on paradise right now.
Come on with it.
We're part of the infinite right now. You know, we trying to go to heaven when heaven is around us. It's a thought process. You know, it's a thought process which leads you to walk in which that you want to achieve. That you gotta already think heavenly if you want to go to heaven. It's not about dying and going to heaven. To deny oneself to gain everything else. To deny this flesh. This is the only thing that we battling against. For it's weak. It needs to be entertained. It go against everything that is true. Your very essence, the essence of us as being eternal being. As being created in the likeness of the Most High. Being a part and true to our nature. Knowing that my soul isn't going to do nothing to put my body in jeopardy. and my body isn't going to do nothing to put my soul in jeopardy. We on one accord. We are a unit. And as I'm better for myself, I can be better for the creation. For I know myself, I'm going to redeem and keep the creation as intact as it was given to me.
Man, I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all ain't tuned in, subscribe to Right Knowledge channel. Listen, man, like every bit of the truth is being spoken here. Every bit of us needs to take heed, needs to be aware of all, right? Like there's, a lot of my clients like to ask me what's my religious background and or what is it that I believe in. And I tell them every single time that I am someone who accepts all religions, who accepts all forms of spirituality, who accepts all forms of modalities, for I am never here to be the face or voice of opposition, right? If I am able to acknowledge and accept that which is, it only allows room for understanding and growth to be had, right? And that's the same for you all, right? Nobody wants to change your belief. Nobody wants to change your religious background. What I'm saying is, when you want to seek understanding, that's 80% of listening and 20% of questions to gain further understanding to that which you're listening about, right? You have nothing else to add to a experience whereby understanding is trying to be had. And so open yourselves up to allow room for the infinite all. Allow possibilities and or experiences to come about that just opens you up to the path in which you're guided to walk. Like nothing is by happenstance or coincidence. Nothing is a mistake. Everything is divinely ordered. And so like take pride in your life. Take pride in your being. Speak life over yourself and your creation. And just watch it change, watch it evolve, watch every bit of you putting what we're saying to the test, because it's true, like 100%. And we want to spend every bit of our time in this platform releasing and giving and sharing all the knowledge and information based off of not only just our life experiences, but that of so many others, right? Like, we are so far greater than that which has been told to us, defined for us, right? Awaken to your godly power and understand that every bit of the knowledge and wisdom that is held and or bestowed within you comes from source.
Me, for example, I like to spend time with another spiritual being. That's the only way I am truly happy. The only way that I feel like my time is well spent, because you are like a work of art to me. You can take me to where you've been, the steps that you have made, what you have done with your life. I can see the world throughout your eyes. I can learn. I'm never gonna think I know everything. I know it's always an opportunity to learn from somebody that's experiencing what I'm experiencing. That's life itself. I respect your truth. I'm not trying to change you. I just want to relate, relax, and release with you. Release this positive energy, this force that's all consuming. It's all love with me. The more powerful frequency that exists in me is that vibration. I want for myself like I want for my brother. I'm not going to do nothing to hurt you or to harm you. I want you to treat me like I'm your family. Each and everything that's about me, it's about unity. I do it for the collective, for the group.
Say, the greater good of all. As we bring this video to a close, I do want to bring one piece of awareness, listening to Right Knowledge, hearing what I have to say, every bit of you, our listeners, have a challenge, a call to action to bring about your best self, right? To no longer accept the status quo as what is defined as good or bad, right? We're asking you to awaken, to be aware that everything that you do, everything that you desire to have and be, like literally comes from a vortex of glory, right? Like there's nothing that you can aspire to have and be that is not obtainable. There's nothing that you can aspire to get over that is not achievable, right? There's nothing too dark, too dim. There's nothing too heavy or too tall. Like there are no limitations behind that which is you. And if ever you need a reflection of that very life that you're living, by all means, tune into my channel and I will be glad to be a reflection of that which is you.